I recently purchased this CTX 700 and I was just getting ready. I wanted to do a chain clean and lube. And as you may know, the CTX 700 doesn't come standard with a center stand. So trying to get the rear wheel up off the ground is a little bit of a challenge. Unless you've got one of those lifts that go underneath the swing arm, which I looked at that and I may get one, but one thing I noticed is if your muffler sits down just a little too low, the lift will scrape on the bottom of the swing arm. So I didn't think that that was necessarily my best option. I didn't want to scrape up the muffler and I didn't want to take off the muffler. It just seemed like a lot of work. So the other thing is, if you ever need to replace your rear tire, you know, being able to drop it is nice to be able to get it up in the air a little bit. So what I did, well, first of all, I've got this homemade wheel chock. If you look at one of my other YouTube videos, you'll see how to make that. It's about, well, I don't know, $5 or $6 worth of 2x4s, and you can put one of those together, and that helps to steady the front of the motorcycle real well. And then what I did is I put these little eye bolts. I just put those into that, and then I attached the straps up to the yoke there on the handlebar, or on the front fork area. You probably can't see it under there, but anyway, and then I hooked these web straps to it to tighten it down. Now, one thing I noticed when I did that, and then when I cranked down the tension on it to keep it from rocking from side to side, it kind of bowed up the that 2x4 that goes across the front a little bit, and then it also, you know, caused the bike to rock back onto that backboard. But it's solid. It's not gonna tip over. It's real secure. It's gonna hold fine. Then the next thing I wanted to do is just I took a floor jack that I had, and I just put it underneath right where the shock absorber attaches to that mechanism there. Now, the one problem I ran into is you only have about 4.5 inches of clearance to get under there, and my floor jack was just a hair too high. So I had to lift up the back of the motorcycle. I used the luggage rack there to just lift it up, and then I kicked that board underneath the tire. If you're smarter than me and you think ahead a little bit, you can just put the board, when you roll the motorcycle into the wheel chock, you could put that board ahead of your motorcycle and roll the rear tire up at the same time. But anyway, once you get it up in the air like this, it's secure, and then you can rotate the tire, you can clean your chain. I've got some cardboard over here. I'm gonna clean it up and then re-lube it, and it should be good to go. But I just thought that was maybe something that can help somebody to get their bike up in the air if they need be. And I'm sure you could probably, you know, use the same system for any motorcycle. But I hope that helps somebody. If you like some of these videos, like and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos on YouTube. Thank you.